say, girl, you better take care, 'cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And though deep down I know I might be headed for teardrops, now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no, 'cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you.
Hello everybody, my name is Michael and welcome to my programming desk setup. In this video, I'll be going through my PC/Mac setup, the items that I use, why I use them, and make some recommendations for your setup. Now with that said, let's go ahead and get started with my pre-built desktop setup, which is powered by an AMD Ryzen 3900X processor, 32GB of DDR4 memory, and an Nvidia GeForce RTX 3060 12GB graphics card. I primarily use this desktop to record and edit my tutorials from YouTube. I mostly do my coding in my brand new MacBook Pro 2021 version, 14 inches with 16GB of RAM and 500GB of SSD memory. I also use external storage. I use a 1TB SSD from Samsung, the T7 Touch, and also 4TB of HDD memory for backing up that SSD, my computer, and then the deleted files. I got this MacBook because it's powerful enough to run all of my projects, and with the Mac OS it feels like a smoother coding experience. Now the display is a 14 inches Liquid Retina XDR with a resolution of 3024 by 1964 and makes it a great experience for long hours of coding because it looks crystal clear. I have plugged both of my MacBook and my desktop in those two 28 inches 4K monitors from Samsung. From the time I got a second monitor, I cannot stress this enough, but my productivity boosted a lot, so I really recommend you get a second monitor. When I program, I usually have my code editor in the first screen, and then in the second screen I have my website so I can see the output of my code live, and it really helps not switching back and forth that you usually do when you have only one monitor, and it really helps not to lose focus or forget what I wanted to do. For the MacBook, I use the HDMI port to connect to one monitor, and then I have got a USB-C to HDMI cable, and that's how I can get my second monitor plugged into my laptop. Now that cable also supports 4K, so that's great. I can easily switch monitors between the two systems using the menu from the monitors. I'm also using a monitor arm that supports 32 inches and 9 kilos of weight for each monitor, and it also has a built-in cable management, which makes it perfect for a clean desk setup. The arm is very steady as I have never noticed the monitors to move. For my desk, I use a custom-made wooden desk that was built by my father. He got the wooden parts from a local store and then put them together as you see here. The countertop is 2 meters by 70 centimeters, and it's really useful when you have two monitors that are that big, and also having my desktop on it. Now for my chair, I use the Anda Seat Chair AD18T Pro in black. It is a very comfortable chair and I can adjust the armrest and go back and forth, and it is a nice overall chair compared to my old wooden dining chair. By saying that, I mean don't take my word on it because I have not tried any other chairs, and I think of upgrading to an ergonomic chair. Now if we go under the desk, as you can see all my cables are nicely organized, and I use 2 cable racks to do that, and I stack them under the desk. Now for peripherals, I use the Logitech G9 15 TKL Lightspeed white version keyboard. I really love this keyboard. Now it is expensive, but I love it because it supports wireless connection really well. I have never noticed any issues when I'm typing compared to when I was using a Bluetooth keyboard in the past. When I was typing, it would always type some wrong letter or type double letters or stuff like that. The connection speed was also slow. It also has RGB, so that's nice, but I don't really use RGB in my desk setup when I'm coding because it's distracting. I can also adjust the volume with this roll, and I really like it. It's really smooth, and I can also stop any videos that I watch, go back and forth, or mute my audio. Next, for my mouse, I use the Logitech G305 white version. It has the Lightspeed technology as well, so the connection speed wirelessly is really smooth. And with that, I use the Razer MousePad, which has a really smooth surface, and also it doesn't move at all in my desk when I move the mouse. Now, I love this mouse because it was in white, and as you see in my peripherals, I like to go white, and also because of the Lightspeed technology. Then for audio, I use the Edifier G2000 speakers, and I mostly use them when I edit my videos, when I listen to music, or watching a movie or YouTube. Also, I use my Sony XM3 headphones. Now I use these Sony headphones for the same reason, for listening to music, while coding, watching movies, and basically the same stuff as the speakers. They also have great sound quality and crazy good noise cancellation, so I really recommend them. Now I switch back and forth, it depends of what I like doing that time. Either I like wearing headphones or using the speakers. For recording the tutorials, I use the Razer Kiyo web camera, which supports up to 1080p resolution, and it is a great camera which you can start from for recording videos. And it also has a built-in ring light, which is basically one of the reasons I first bought it and not bought a Logitech one, but I now see that it was not that useful. And then for voice audio, I use the old favorite Blue Yeti microphone in blue with a chip arm holding it. Lastly, some other miscellaneous I frequently use, the Google Nest Mini, which I use for controlling my home thermostat, the lighting, and then basically add an alarm clock so I can wake up. Also, I have a UPS by CyberPower, which supports up to 900 watts. And for those who don't know, it's used for backup when the power goes off. It uses the built-in battery. And then basically when you first plug it into the wall, it will charge the battery. And when the battery is charged, then my whole setup is getting power through the UPS, and the UPS takes power through the wall outlet. But then when the power goes out, it switches really fast to the battery, so my desktop never goes off. And it's really useful because when I'm coding or when I'm recording videos, I don't want to lose my progress. It's really important that I don't lose progress. And I also have bought another one, a smaller one, for my router. Also, I use a file cabinet to store my cables, to store useful files and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see next and what you will be implementing on your own setup.